Hello and welcome to Kane's Picks. Tonight we're doing a special barrel pick for you guys. We have the Heaven Hill Bottled & Bond and an Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel Proof. There are two very limited barrel picks from Heaven Hill that they're letting us do this year. There's only about 14 or so of the Heaven Hill Bottled & Bonds and about 20 of the Elijah Craig Toasted. So they'll be very exclusive. If you look online, you can't even find a Heaven Hill or Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel Proof. So we have a couple really neat little picks for tonight. We're here on location at my buddy's house. We kind of like to call this whiskey heaven. This is one of the cooler places we're going to be. We're going to do more in a few little shots here in the episodes here. So hope you guys enjoy this place. We're going to show you around a little bit and then we're going to start the picks. All right, here we go. Now as you walk into the room, you can tell that he has a little bit of an obsession with Blantons. He has one from all the different sections of the Blantons, all the different colors and the golds and the greens. He has a great little seating area where you can kind of hang out and sit around and sip on some whiskeys. As you can tell, each little corner and wall has his own special collection. He's got them all organized in their sets. You can see all the Bookers and all the nice little stuff in here. He's got a few from the Joseph Magnus. As you can come around, you can still see in all the little crevices and nooks, there's little cubby holes where even they have finished barrels and stuff. He has all the barrel heads hung from the ceiling with care, and there's lots of neat ones around there. Some of them are signed, some of them are not. Then as you wheel around the room here, you can tell he's got the nice little spot where he keeps all his little pappies. Got the full collection. Just finished them off this year. Then even myself, I have my own special corner. Been hanging out with Rob for a little while. All right, welcome to Kane's Picks again. Like I said, we're doing the Heaven Hill Bottled & Bond. This is one of only 14 barrel picks for the entire country this year. This is one of the more limited barrel picks. We get to do this for the fact is that after about 27 years of doing barrel picks, I get to pick out some of the more limited barrels. This just happens to be one of them this time. This is going to be one of the more rare ones. You probably will not see this in many states or very many stores at all. Cool thing about this one, this is their 7-year-old 100 proof Bottled & Bond, which you will see that in most locations. You will see that in the normal version. Like I said, this will be a single barrel that is just for us, so we get to hand select. Me and the guys tonight are going to sit here and we're going to taste through these 5 picks here in just a second. We'll take our time. We're going to taste through, so you know, you'll get not the whole gist of the video. We'll probably get a little time lapse for you here in a minute. You don't have to watch us just sample through everything, but you'll get the idea of what we're doing. I always like to tell everybody, and when it comes with my picks, whatever, and these guys have already heard the joke before, is that I will listen to everybody's opinion with the utmost and due respect, but when it comes down to it, it's my choice, it's my pick, so I get the final say. So, hope you guys enjoy watching the video. We'll probably talk about a few of the different barrels here as we're tasting through. But like I said, there'll be kind of some probably cuts in and out as we're going through. But at the end, we'll give you the final preview and winner of the pick today.
All right, number one.
Number one, fellas.
Right.
Got a nice nose to it.
Yes, it does.
Well, like I always tell everybody, the first pick is just getting used to the alcohol. So, it's always the second and third drinks is when you get it.
Yeah, but that palate's different than that nose.
Oh,
it's
much hotter than I was expecting.
Than I thought. Yeah.
I tasted a little vanilla right on the front end.
Yeah, but it got hot kind of quick.
Yeah, it's too hot.
I don't mind them hot, but that's yeah.
And when it settles,
That's one of those things that.
has a little bitter at the end.
Well, these guys know too that as I'm picking them, you can always tell. Like I can always tell right off the bat sometimes by the nose or that first drink. If it's hot like that, I can almost go ahead and tell you that number one's pretty well out. Because I'm gonna be willing to bet the next 4 are gonna be a lot smoother than what that one's gonna be per se.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not going to want to add water to a Bottled & Bond.
Yeah, most people will want to drink it neat.
Right.
Guys like me will still probably put an ice cube or so with it. Just I like to cool it off a little bit.
I mean, for proof down though, it's not happening. So
yeah. Well, as we proceed to taste through them, we can eliminate a few and see how they taste as we go through. Number one just had too much spice in the end. Not very good. I wouldn't say bad, just wasn't my style, I should say. Too spicy, too rich. And as you can see, I've already pushed number 3 to the forward. Any of the glasses I'm tasting through, if I move one to the front like that, that means I basically eliminated that whiskey from my thoughts. I'm not going to go back to that one. 2, 4, and 5 were 3 of my favorites as we were tasting through. Kept kind of teetering back and forth between 4 and 5. You gotta check them out, make sure everything about them. You'll swirl them, add a little water, because if you don't add the water, that's you never really know the full flavor and stuff. Plus, you never know if something good drops away or something good comes to the fore. It always helps you find out and get better adjustment and handling what your whiskey and what you're drinking. We kept going through this night. It was fun till time. Me and the boys just kind of bantered back and forth, trying to figure out which ones we liked, discussed a few of the barrels, whatever. By the end of the night, we had a pretty good handle on which one we wanted, and we ended up in well, you'll see which one we got here in just a second.
Did that thing?
But the water should.
That might be more spicy.
Yeah. It does sometimes.
Sometimes it's crazy, man.
Some of them, it will bring the sweetness forward.
Yep.
Some of them it brings the spice forward. It depends. We had one. We went to a barrel pick. I don't want to say the place we're at, but Rob was with me, and we had this one that we all absolutely positively loved at Barrel Proof, and we put the water to it, and all of a sudden it became the worst one there.
Oh, yeah.
You remember that?
Yes.
We were out there.
It was crazy.
Place,
You would have never.
You wouldn't think.
You wouldn't think. You would have never thought it.
You never thought it, but boy, it changed it so much. It was crazy.
5 got a lot spicier.
I know. I was
Yeah.
like, whoa. Now 4 is the way to
Yeah,
go.
no, four is still gonna be the winner because even the nose on 4. Because after it sat there with the water, it's funny because when the water hit it to begin with, it really was kind of almost dramatic.
I let it sit for a while before I tried it, unfortunately, but it's smooth.
Well, when you first put the water like 4, it it made it kind of sharp, but now it's sat there for an extra second or two.
Yeah.
It's softened back up.
Well, I'll tell you what. When you get it in there and I buy a case of them, I'm not going to be putting water in it. I'm going back to OG.
Oh yeah, no, these are
OG4.
straight proof on 4 was great. I mean, just like I said, but there's going to be people who do it.
Oh,
So
there will, yeah.
I got to make sure that if
On ice, it's okay.
because I mean I don't want to sit there and have that last drink of whiskey going, why
is
the
it
hell
spicy?
is my tongue on fire and
Yeah.
it tastes like I just
Yeah.
sucked on a oof.
That was mine right now, just after revisiting 5.
5 with water, spiced up.
Tongue is
Well,
tingling.
And yes, we had that happen.
The winner tonight will be the number 4 barrels.